everyone, it's Mrs. Smith, and congratulations! You have reached the last portion of Unit 5, and that's it for Art History 1. So we have entered into the Rococo period, which is fun to say, and the Rococo is a derivative of a French word meaning shells and curves of those shells. So you'll see everything is very swirly and ornate in nature again, and it's a little bit more whimsical this time and entertaining, all right? So we see a lighter mood to everything. We see more pastel colors, and it portrays the life of the rich. All right, so take a look at something that would be similar in our day and time, would be Instagram posts of the movie stars or your favorite singers, things like that. So it's the Instagram of its time. But we're going to do a twist to our project that is going to be not as difficult as a portrait, but it'll be really fun, and it catches the essence of the Rococo period. We're going to do, wait for it, a pet portrait. All right, so take a look. This one isn't colored yet, but this is a good example of our pet portrait with our whimsical frame that shows the swirls and shell-like patterns, and we have a pet and the fashion of the day, which you'll be glad you're not wearing that today, especially in this heat, right? So your handout that's included will have pictures of pet portraits that are very complicated, but ours is going to be a lot looser. All right, we're going to have pictures of, or step-by-step of what to do. We have fashion pictures of the day, and then we also have easy to draw dog, cat, and other pet pictures. You can also do a fictional character too. I threw Yoda in there. All right, so before we get started, I just wanted to tell you congratulations again. I appreciate all the hard work that you have put into all of these classes, and if you need more extra credit, you know how to get a hold of me, so please reach out. Stay tuned for step-by-steps on how to do this fun project. All right, everyone, let's go over the supplies we need for this project. You will need some plain paper. You will also need a straight edge, a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you could use a book or a piece of cardboard, and this is to draw our frame around the picture. You will also need pencil and eraser. If you have access to some fine tip Sharpies or markers, that would be great. And at the end, to color your piece, you could use colored pencils, crayons, markers, whatever you have available. And if you don't have any of those things available, you can leave it black and white. All right, so also have access to your references, okay? So if you don't have a printer, just have them pulled up on your laptop, your tablet, or your phone for reference. And that is everything. Let's get started on how to draw our Rococo pet. Thanks. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is create this border all the way around for our frame. So what I've done is gone around and I've marked this with a 2-inch border that goes all the way around. So I can easily just put a little mark here, put a little mark here, and then it's like playing connect the dots. I'm going to hold my straight edge and draw my straight line going down that way. And I have already done this top one. So there I go. And then where the points meet, I will connect that to the edge of the paper. Erase that little spot and connect there. And now I have my picture frame. Later we can go in and add all the details, but I want you to briefly for now, just draw a super light imaginary, well, it's real, line in the middle, but make it super light, okay? Barely visible. Okay, I've decided I want to use this cute Frenchie over here since we're doing French Rococo. I thought that would be cute. So again, I'm going to look at that shape, and then I'm going to keep in mind the ears. So I don't want to start drawing way up here because I won't have room for the ears. So what I'm going to do is start right about here, and really lightly, I'm going to get that shape that's on there. You can go in and fine tune it afterwards. But I'm getting that rounded shape that's coming around, right? And get that down on this side and over. And then take a look at those ears that go up. They're almost straight up. And again, with these type of pictures, you're going to have a lot of symmetry involved where things need to look the same on both sides, correct? So again, if we draw light, it's going to be much easier to go in and make those changes afterwards. So I have that. Now again, I'm going to look at that bottom part that's going to look more like the letter W coming up. And I'm going to get that lightly sketched in right now. I can go back and make all sorts of corrections. Then right in the middle and above is that upside down smile. So I kind of know that in the middle and above, my midway point is right about there. I'm going to do that upside down smile, and then I can go in and get the nose right underneath that. And again, that kind of looks like a circular shape at the top, goes into the nostrils there and down into a V with the nostrils coming up like that. So this is a good start. Straight line there. Bring that up a little bit more. And then let's take a look at the eyes. They're really close to the edge. So I'm just going to really get that in just lightly right now. Both of the eyes. And then I'm going to look at that center part. This is the center. So I'm going to go on either side. I'm going to look at that shape that's on there and try to recreate that as well. And then I can do my little smile, 2 smiles that are down there, and do a little bit of the neck that comes out. This one has some really big eyes and pupils that are in there that I'll get. And then you can just go in and do a little bit of lighter sketching in here and then fine tune that in just a minute. All right, I fine-tuned just a few things here on my page, and now I'm ready to work on the bottom portion, which is going to be the outfit. So take a look at the handout. It has a few black and white images or line drawings of some of the outfits for the males and females. And then I have a great picture that has some vintage pieces from the 17th to 18th century of this clothing, which is just incredible. I could not imagine wearing a dress like this. I don't know how many pounds that would weigh. But again, here's the male clothing as well. Everything is so ornate. So to get started on this, we would start with, I think I'm going to go with making this one a female. Let's do that. So I'm going to look at the neckline on all of these. Take a look. It's almost like it's a square that comes down. This one is rounded and off the shoulders. And then there's chokers. These are actual paintings here. So let's get started. In order to do that, I don't want to just put a straight line across. It's actually an outfit that goes on. So what I'm going to do is start out by making those shoulders come out a little bit. I can go in and erase this a little bit afterwards. But I'll make my shoulders come out, and then I'm going to start with that neckline that's going to look like a square. And then I'm going to continue this over, and then we'll take a look at the puffy sleeves that come out too. So again, this is just a basic to get started. We're going to get the puffy sleeve over here, and then we're going to just take a look. A lot of them go down into a V, if you look, with bows and ruffles and everything. Look at all the bows. Gosh, I hope they bring this style back. Kidding. All right, so I'm going to make that come into a V right now, coming down. And then I'm going to go back and then just add a few more ruffles to those sleeves coming around. So get some big puffy sleeves that come around. And then I'm going to add more. Now, the clothing is up higher than the body. So I'm going to make this extend up just like that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to draw maybe some wavy lines at first to make it look like it's lace. And then I'll continue that all the way around here. And again, raise that up a little bit so it looks like it's off. It's like it's a clothing that's on the body. All right, and get that over. I can always go in and erase these lines. I can make things look like crisscross that are, I can go in and fine tune that afterwards. And then I'm going to want to go in and add all of these giant bows. So let's take a look at my bow in the middle. It's going to start out like a rounded box, and I'm going to go way up, and I'm almost going to make an oval like that, and then make a little bit of a wavy line, and then bring it back down so that when I erase the inside, it looks like you're going to be able to see the inside of the bow there. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I start out with an oval, and then I bring it down a little bit folded looking there and around for the bottom part of that bow. And I'm just going to continue with lots of ornate things on the clothing. So again, look at this for inspiration. And you can see the jewelry as well, some chokers that are on there. Look at those beautiful necklaces, pins, all of that stuff. Okay, so I've gone in and just added a few more details that I'll go back in and add a lot more detail to. But just to get the basic shape of the sleeves, the paws that are in there. And then I want to make it look even more girly. So I'm looking at some of these samples here, and I see that all the cute flowers in the hair, the jewelry. And again, to do the jewelry or the necklace, I'm not going to draw a line straight across. I want it to make it look like it's a ring that goes around like Saturn, you know, that goes around the neck. And then I can expound on that and make the necklace, you know, in the middle hanging down with other pieces of jewels that I want to do. So I'll add that detail later. Up here, I want to go back in and maybe do a lot of really pretty flowers that are going to be all in the hair. The hair, listen to me. It's a dog. All in the cute little head of the dog over here and around, maybe around both ears. And if you want to, you can even add a pretty little collar that's going up in the background. It's gonna look like a queen, okay? Once you get all the details done on your picture, then you can focus on your frame. Let's take a look at this frame. Again, the Rococo means a shell-like shape. So when you see these images like this that look like they're circles and curves and swerves, all of that stuff you're going to want to use to do your frame. And try to be symmetrical with your pieces. Again, the top and the bottom can be a little bit different, but try to do the same on the sides. So when you do that, just kind of find that center mark over there and go in and then maybe get this part that looks like a big swirl that you're going to do there, and then do the opposite. And again, symmetry is hard, so you can go back in and erase if you need to, but then you can take and make some of those shapes even bigger. Let's erase a little bit there, and then you can go in and make that side a little bit bigger. You can do shapes that look like flowers, a lotus plant maybe. You can do leaves, shapes that look like leaves all the way around. All right, so get that look in there going all the way around for your frame. As you can see, I have added quite a bit of details. I have flowers, I have a crown, more flowers, jewels, lace, more bows, and my symmetrical frame that goes all the way around. The next step is to outline everything with your Sharpie. So get in there and follow your pencil lines. Take it easy, it's not a race. Get that outlined. And then once you're done, you can erase any pencil lines that are showing. You can also add more detail as you go. So if this is some lace that's over here, I can go in and just add some little designs that go in through here and get even more elaborate with my costume that the dog is wearing. Then you're ready to color.